Here's the reason why women or some women can't hold on to a man or can't keep a man. And it's a couple of different reasons why some women just can't keep a man. Now let's go to the number one reason. I ain't gonna waste your time. I'm walking on this track. I just feel like I wanna reach a message or send a message out. The reason why some women just cannot keep a man is because number one, some men are unkeepable. At a current space in their life, some men are unkeepable. And a lot of reason why they are unkeepable is because they have too many options. They have too many options. And let me tell you, let's explain why. A lot of times, most of the women want the same type of man. They want the man who's charismatic, charming, good looking, muscular built, youthful, active. They want a man who has the certain, amount of money. And so therefore those men has all those women. They have all the women chasing them. All the women want them. And they are having a hard time making up their damn minds of what they want and who they want. And so they will date one and they will see another one and they will date her and then see it. And it's very hard. Those men are unkeepable. You can't, and so no matter what you do, no matter who you are, no matter your feminine energy, no matter how sweet and kind, and no matter how you give him good vagina, no matter how you give him good vagina, no matter what you do, you can't keep that man because he has too many options. So because that man is hard to, like, oh gosh, you want me to pick between Popeyes, Bojangles, KFC, especially when I only want chicken, it's hard. Zaxby's, Chick-fil-A, but it's hard. And so a lot of men have a hard time, especially those type of men that women want. I'm telling you, most of the women these days want the same type of men. If you ask a woman what she wants, most of them say the same thing. Somebody who's generous, somebody who can take care of himself or who can take care of me, somebody who is this, somebody who's that. And they all say the same thing, somebody who can communicate. They all say the same thing. So those men right there. So one of the reasons why women can keep a man is because some men are just unkeepable. And it's not even the ones that everybody wants. Sometimes you just meet a man who's unkeepable. They just don't want to be kept because they have the time to play around and to do all these things. Now, the second reason why some women can't keep a man is because these days, every woman knows what to expect from a man. But then every woman knows what is expected of a woman in a relationship. A lot of women don't realize or don't know what is expected of a woman. And so a lot of times you have no idea what to do. You have no idea what your role is. You think your role is to just look good, to just be sexy, to just give him sex. And I think a lot of times that's where we fail. That's where you fail as a woman. You think your role is to just, be his backbone. No. Sometimes, depending on the men that you want, they want different things. I think we have this generalized understanding or this thought that all men want the same thing. No, all men, based on where they're at in life, need something different. And if you listen to that man, he'll tell you exactly what he needs. That's like, for instance, all women need something different. Every woman don't want the same thing. Now, some women will say security and communication, but how you communicate is different. And what she seeks for in security is different. Like security for a woman can be financial and all this stuff, but a woman who brings that same thing don't need that financial security. She needs a different type of security. So it's all different. It's not the same at all. But a lot of women know, exactly what to expect from a man, but you don't know what is expected of a woman. And I think that's where a lot of times that's where women go wrong. So it's unfortunate that that's how it is. So you can't hold on to a man, especially the man, the quality of men that you want, because you're not providing him what he needs. Now listen, let me tell you something. Men have needs too. We have needs. We're not just out here robots and zombies and ghosts and we just go here and we just want to provide for you and make your life. No, we have things that we need too in our lives. And many women, and trust me when I say, many women have no idea what men need because you don't listen to men. Because society is telling you all we're just simple creatures. We ain't got no common sense. We're slow and we're retarded. And you all think that we just, well, as long as I give him sex and back it up and, and give him a good head, we go. No, that's not how it works. And that's why these men are gone. You don't know that the man needs respect. You don't know that the man wants somebody to listen to him or to respect his words and stuff. That's why these men be going to, as you call them, raggedy women, ratchet women, because those women have a desire for them, a need for them. These women show them. I'm telling you all, man. Now, let me back up a little bit. When I said the first reason was because a lot of men are unkeepable, because everybody wants them. Now, sometimes that's not always the case. Some men are just, they don't have any discipline. And, no matter if everybody wants them or not, they have no discipline or self-respect. And so they're going to F it up anyways. So it's not always because everybody wants them. But most of the times, everybody wants them. And so you can't keep that man. It's hard to keep something that everybody wants, because that has a wandering eye for most of the time, especially for one who lacks discipline. Now, the third reason is psychological, because of your self-image. Some of you can't keep a man because your self-image is off. You have a man, and when you get them, you start to question, and you start to doubt, and you start to do weird things, and you start to act funny. You start to be controlling because you don't want him to be like your last partner. So you begin to check this and check that, checking his drawers, smelling his balls. You're trying to do everything to control, and that turns people off. A lot of times, you don't understand what you are doing. It's just psychology of that stuff, because you stop being fun. A lot of times, you stop being fun. You stop being youthful. You start to be fearful. You start to think that he's cheating. You start to project. You start to project all these things. Now, I'm talking about keeping a decent man. I'm talking about a good man now. You start to project all these insecurities and doubt because your last man, your last this, your last person, you haven't gotten over the pain or the hurt yet. And so no man is staying with that nonsense. It's too much. And you still don't understand. So you say, I'm going to keep being who I am. I don't trust nobody because everybody always leave. Then you are projecting that on every man that you deal with. So you have to be aware. That's one reason why women can't keep a man. If you have one, even though he might be a good man, you can't see it. You are blinded by your own fears, by your own doubts, your insecurities, and you begin to push that on people. Do you understand that whatever you believe is what you get in life? Whatever you believe, however you see yourself, your self-image is what you get in life. That's just what it is. And some of you just keep believing the same crap, no matter what. And you are creating your own crap. And it's hard to keep a man when you have that negative mindset. Nobody wants to be around you. Nobody want to be around that. That's too much. Now, of course, you're gonna, you might create reasons such as they're intimidated by me and all these stuff because I got my own money and he doesn't, and you think that he can't handle it. Sometimes it's not even that you are seeing. You are seeing something else. You're not seeing how you're projecting that. You're not seeing how your attitude is towards him. You're not seeing anything else besides you think that is because he's intimidated. A lot of you believe that men are intimidated by you all. I don't understand why. Now, of course, there are going to be some men who don't have anything that you keep attracting. But if you keep attracting these men who with nothing, the question is, why do you keep doing that? Why do you keep doing that? You see what I'm saying? So it's not about men being intimidated. I think many people say that as a cop-out because you don't want to admit to your own stuff. You don't see your attitudes. You don't see the way how you are disrespectful. You don't see your mean nature, your mean-spirited nature. You don't see the way how you speak. You don't see the way how you look at people. You don't, so all you're going to say is they are intimidated. Everybody's not intimidated by you. I don't know why you think that way. I think many of us don't see ourselves clearly. You don't see ourselves. And I think that's the problem. We don't see how we really are. And so you use the blanket, big old mistake. Men are intimidated. I don't know. Me personally have never been intimidated by my life. I have met women who were millionaires. I met women who had their stuff together. I have met doctors and lawyers. I have never been intimidated. For what? It's a job. If you're making money, make your money. Because if I get with you and we get married, your money is coming to the household, just as mine. So what am I? Sure, I encourage you to make as much as you can. There's nothing wrong with it. But your attitude behind it. When you lead with your money and what you have and your accomplishment, I have this degree, I have that degree. What are you leading with? That's what a man does. When a man leads with his money, he's unattractive. When you lead with yours, you're strong. I don't understand that concept. When a man leaves with his money, oh, that's all you have. But when a woman leaves with her money and her degrees, you think that's any better? It's the same crap. And people are turned off because people are turned off. So I'm saying these are reasons why you can't keep a man. I know the reasons is because you want it to be as simple as because men are dogs. But men have feelings. Men have desires and dreams too. We have hope. We have standards. We have things that we can't stand. And if you keep looking at us like we don't have any common sense, like we are slow, then that's your suffering. That's your pain. And I know this video is going to trigger a whole bunch of you all because you think that you are right, but men are dogs. They ain't no good men. They are great men. The question is, why can't you have one? You know, like they are great jobs. Some people can't have a good job. Some could only work at some fast food restaurants and stuff. I'm not saying that that job is bad, but why can you be a career woman and some people can't? It's not because there's not enough good jobs. It's because of the mindset. It's because the way they think. It's because your self-image. It's because that's all they can afford. It's because that's all the college degree they have. And sometimes we have to do the same understanding about what you can't find what you want. All in life is energy. It's just energy. That's all this life is, energy. What goes out comes back. Your thoughts and discipline and feelings and discipline and self-respect and discipline and love and discipline. It's all about discipline. It's all about your discipline. I'm telling you, this is why women can keep a man. Your feelings are not disciplined. So you chase the ones that's going to leave. You chase the raggedy ones with your feelings. The reason why women can keep a man, the fourth reason or fifth reason, I don't know which one this is because you trust your feelings, not your discipline. You're always in your feelings. And so you want the ones who you have the most feelings for. The ones who you have the most feelings for sometimes is your trigger. It's based on trauma. It's based on the past. It's based on memory. Something that you recognize that you are going to unconsciously. And when you are using your feelings to do that, you mess it up. You choose wrong. So a lot of times you're going to choose the same ones from your past, the ones that you remember that's my type. A lot of times you can't keep a man because the discipline is not there. Yes, you have standards. Yes, you own your own business. Yes, you own this. Yes, you own that. But when it comes to your feelings and your emotions, you're off. That's the part that gets you off. And a person who cannot manage those things, like for instance, in a business world, you can't use your emotions for contracts. You just don't. Business don't take emotions. Business takes knowledge and wisdom. Business takes laws. And so if you use your emotions and your feelings, you're going to always end up in situations where you don't like it. Well, same as relationships and dating. It's not about feelings. It's about seeing what makes sense. It's about looking at see what makes sense. Looking at patterns. Just like how you look at business. You see what I'm saying? What is the best thing for me to do? But we just focus on I have no chemistry. It has to feel chemistry. You know, when you're working in your business, there's no chemistry that you feel. It's something that you desire. It's something that makes sense. But oftentimes, you can't keep a man because the one that brings you the most feelings is the one that brings you the most feelings in the end. It's the one that brings you the most bad feelings. It's the one that brings you all them, I can't survive. I need a healing. That's the problem. The feelings is too strong. You are dependent on your feelings. And when you depend on your feelings, shit happens. So you got to be mindful. You only select the one that matches your feelings. And the one that matches your feelings is the same from the last time, the last 2 times, and the last 3 times, because your feelings are records of the past. So therefore, you keep reliving the past based on the same feelings. So when you learn to adjust your feelings, focus on what makes sense. After a while, after you make sense, after what makes sense, allow the feelings to come. Some of you don't have control of your feelings. So you think that you can't love someone else, you can't be with someone else, you can't be happy. It's your feelings. And if you can't adjust your feelings to a situation, then you cannot manage this. It's going to be very hard to manage. So you're going to be very scared. I hope this makes sense to you all, man. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what's your opinion. Let me know what you had before, what happened to you before. Let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know if you disagree. It doesn't matter. I mean, if you disagree, it's perfectly fine. But let me know why you disagree. Just don't say, oh, I disagree. Well, tell me why. Tell me what you think. You know what I mean? Tell me what you think. Let's have a conversation. So I have a blessed day, and I hope this makes sense. Peace.